So Ken Carson hasn't taken over all year, just dropping his first #1 album, More Chaos, and despite the mixed reviews that the album has been getting, it has led to Ken only going up, up, and up, recently announcing his Lord of Chaos tour, which is a arena tour, which it's honestly crazy seeing how much Ken has grown, being the biggest out of Carti's label. But let's take a look at the insane run that Ken has been on so far this year and what we can expect next for him in his career. And now looking at everything that Ken has been up to these past few months is first obviously dropping his album More Chaos earlier this month, which, hey bro, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, this album has low-key been on repeat, especially on the gym playlist, bro. Obviously this album isn't as good as A Great Chaos. Obviously A Great Chaos was more memorable since, you know, that was a sound that was new for Ken and it just shocked the fuck out of everyone, and it did have a better rollout as well. But hey man, this album More Chaos still has a lot of good ass songs on it, bro. Like I seriously, like, you know, think a lot of these songs on this album would go crazy on the Lord of Chaos tour, like Black Rockstar, bro. That beat switch on Black Rockstar, that shit gets me every freaking time. Or even songs like K-Hole, which is probably my personal favorite, and then songs like Live League. And yeah, there's just a lot of good ass songs on this album, and each listen it just gets better and better. So yeah man, shout out to Ken for dropping low-key a top 10 lock for album of the year this year. And obviously Ken did get that Carti feature on it, which is surprisingly not the most popular song on the album. It's still Black Rockstar, which is a absolute hit. And yeah, it's crazy because this album didn't get the best overall perceptions, but it did not matter because the album still sold about 60k and it did hit #1, which is pretty fucking good because a lot of the artists who've been in the game for years don't even have a #1 album yet. So yeah man, Ken did that shit. Shout out to Ken. And it's crazy because we are about to get a Opium album from every artist this year. So yeah, Opium is dead ass taking over. And obviously if you guys haven't been living under a rock, the Lord of Chaos tour was just announced yesterday, and yeah, Ken is running it back to back summers. And we obviously had the Chaos tour last year, which was honestly like the best tour of last year, bro. Oh my gosh, that shit was insane. But this time Ken is performing in even bigger arenas, like NBA size arenas, bro. Like this is actually mad. I remember Ken's manager was like teasing that Ken is gonna be and performing at like Barclays and NYC, which is the Brooklyn Nets stadium. And yeah, he is not wrong, bro. Ken is selling 20,000 capacity venues, which I didn't even know Ken was like this like big, bro. Like I knew Ken was like big, but not this huge. Pause. And he is selling the same arenas that Carti did for his King Vamp tours. So yeah, Ken is dead ass following in Carti's footsteps. And yeah, speaking of this tour, I'm checking the prices now, and it's goddamn minimum $160. Last year it was 60 for like floor seats. This year it's 160. So yeah, that just goes to show that Ken has just grown like crazy in the past year, and it's only going up, up, and up as long as he is signed to Opium. But yeah man, let me know in the comments if you guys did get a chance to copy tickets for this tour. I unfortunately did get up a bit too late, bro, and yeah, all the tickets for the floor were unfortunately sold out. So hopefully they do add some more tickets or else I'm gonna crash out. And we also have gotten a bunch of Ken's snippets as well since More Chaos has dropped, and I guess Ken is giving us a tease of what his next album is gonna sound like. And first is a song called Pint of Red.
She wanna fur my ears, she wanna lay on my chest, I wanna lay on my wrist.
Loki sounds like a second version of Green Room, and yeah, that beat sounds fucking majestic, and it also gives me X vibes too. And Ken is still on that grind making bangers, even though he just dropped a album that went #1. So yeah, easily the most consistent in Opium. And also shout out to Ken because he did get that song with Thugger. If you guys don't know, Ken is gonna be on Young Thug's album next Friday, You Scooty, if I'm saying that right, on this song called R.I.P. Scooty. But yeah, we actually did get 5 seconds previewed of that song, and that shit sounds fire. Unfortunately, I can't play all of these snippets, and they will be in my Discord down below. So yeah man, Ken has not stopped the insane run that he has been on ever since dropping A Great Chaos almost 2 years ago, with the #1 album, being on Thug's album, next week having a arena tour, and getting that Carti feature. So yeah, it's honestly really cool to see Ken prove the doubters wrong. But yeah, Ken is officially superstar status, bro, and I want to see Lone up there with him. Broken Hearts 3, that shit gonna go crazy. Also guys, in the comments down below, let me know if you guys do mess with the background of the videos. I actually just added the pink tape flag. Hey man, I don't know, I'm just, you know, trying to change the overall scenery in the background. But yeah man, thank y'all for watching. YBL shit, we out.